Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel, and I've been shopping again. I made a trip to my local Walmart store, but I also went to St. George, Utah and visited a quilt fabric shop called Fab Fabrics, and then I went to another one called Quilted Works. Okay, let's get started. I also forgot to mention I went to Michael's Crafts, and in Michael's Crafts, at least the one I go to in St. George, Utah, has a fabric section. It's not very big, but it's got a decent variety. So if you need something really quick, it has something to offer for you. So this is a kind of a fall fabric with little turkeys all over it. I thought it was really cute, and there's so many things you could do with this. You can make a table runner, decorative kitchen towels, pot holders, you name it, you can make it out of this fabric. Now here is some bias tape I bought at Michael's. I do have a problem finding bias tape anywhere locally. If a store has it, they have a very small selection or they're just out. My Walmart carries some, but most of the time they're out. But I got this at Michael's, a green, a red, a blue. But I also found this one, and it's checked print on it, so a check fabric print. And these are great for really special things that you're making. It really makes, like, I use this on a pillow. So let me show you an example. It wasn't that checked print, but it was a candy cane stripe. So if you look really close, I used this bias tape to make my piping because it's already cut on the bias. It's ready to go. All I do is press it open a little bit and put my cording in it and close it up. And so you can just see how much more personality it adds to a project like a pillow. No, I didn't make this pillow. I wish I did, but I didn't. But I bought this at Michael's. I thought it was so pretty. I love the color. I love the little thankful saying on it. And so I just couldn't help myself. My hand just sort of was like a magnet, went right to it and put it in the cart. Now, my Walmart has fabric there. They used to have a lot more, but about 2 years ago, they cut way back on it. So they have a little bit of fabric on the bolt, but most of their fabric is pre-cut, which is okay. If you're in a hurry, it's great to just get pre-cut. So these are all pre-cut 1 yard cuts. And the reason why I bought so many is that I'm getting low on larger pieces of fabric. I have a lot of small pieces and a lot of scraps. So that's why I bought all of these. These solid colors here I use for making dolls. When I do their skin, I use any of these colors. So your solids are a great choice for making your fabric dolls. And then a lot of these prints, like this print here and this one, I'd probably use for fall, and these others more for spring. As I was walking through Walmart, I happened to go through the book section. And this book caught my eye. Now, why would I need a coloring book? I don't use it for coloring, but what I like about it is its large prints. You can use these large prints to make appliques. And if you're not sure what an applique is, it's used a lot in quilting, where you cut a piece of fabric out that's in a particular shape, and then you fuse it and stitch it on to some background fabric. And what I like about this is that I can use these shapes to use in applique quilting. Now, I found that this was also available on Amazon, and in fact there's a whole series of these. This is just one of them, but there's 4 or 5 of these, my big book of coloring. So if you don't have a Walmart with books, look on Amazon.com. This is panel fabric that I bought from Fab Fabrics in St. George. And I was passing the clearance table and this was right on top. And I scooped it up because I paid less than $10 for it, which is a really good price for one piece of panel fabric. Now, if you've ever been in St. George or you live there or you happen to drive through there on occasion, Fab Fabrics is just off of the I-15 interstate road, and they have recently moved into a bigger building, so it's fairly large in there. But if you have a hard time getting thread, visit their thread room. It is really, really big, and every thread and color imaginable is in that thread room. So the next place I went to was Quilted Works, and it's one of my favorite little stores in St. George, Utah. And they're just a really nice store. All the ladies that work in there are really nice. And this is quilting fabric that this design is printed on it. I didn't stitch all these little pieces together. So I am going to make a lap quilt out of this whenever I get time. Now this is panel fabric that I got from Quilted Works, and I thought this was so pretty, but I think you can also get it on Etsy.com. So if you don't live in St. George, I understand, but it's called I Love Fall Most of All by Deb Strain, and it's put through by Moda Fabrics. So panel quilts are the most fun to work with. I also picked up a pack of fat quarters. There's 5 in here. Fat quarters are usually 18 by 20 inches. Sometimes they're 18 by 21. And sometimes you find them where they're all the same color, but they are a different print, or you'll find them all different prints, but they all work together really well. Now, I also got this at Walmart, and I know it has nothing to do with sewing, but I really liked it. So it's just a little wicker style vase. I thought it was really cute. Now this was from Walmart, and if you go in their section where they sell flowers, artificial flowers and styrofoam and things like that, you will find these. And I bought these two because I have a little plan in my head to do some fabric flowers, and I didn't know which ones I wanted to use. So they weren't all that expensive, so I bought this one that's real thin wire with wrapped with green something on it. I'm not sure what it is. This is also wire, but a little thicker, and it's wrapped with paper. So I'm going to use these as the stems in the flowers. Well, I hope you enjoyed this shopping haul and that I've inspired you to get out there and look for some fun stuff to do some exciting projects with. Now, if you're interested in some sewing projects that I think will be fun for you, I have listed below links, and all you need to do is, as you scroll down below your YouTube screen, click on the word More, and then that section will expand open and you'll see the links appearing. And also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and make sure you go and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.